Diptera oyun ekranlarına hepiniz hoş geldiniz. The Wolf Among Us'ın 14. bölümü. Zannediyorum da Episode 5'in ikisindeyiz. Niye zannediyorum? Yine kontrol etmedim. Dünkü bölümün finaliyle arasında bu sefer 1 saniye bile yok. Buradaki tuşa bastım, bir daha bastım, kayda gittim. Neyse. Umarım bugün de iyisinizdir arkadaşlar. Umarım bugün de hayatı en güzelinden yardırmaya devam ediyordur. Çok fazla lafı uzatmayacağım. Hadi başlayalım. Ay! Dayak yiyorum şu anda. Şu anda dayak yiyorum. Evet. Böyle neymiş ya? Bir şey diyeceğim. Bunun hikayesini bir internete okuyun arkadaşlar. Ben de okuyacağım. Böyle bir durumu var mıydı bunun? Bak lan beni. Aşağı oynuyoruz. Gümüş yoksa çok ölmem tabii. İşte bu. Olmaması gereken oldu. İşte bu. Gel. Aslanım benim ya. Burada da aslanım benim. Çok saçma. Kurdum benim be. Burada kurtları gerçekten severim ya. Tamam birazcık psikopat hayvanlardır falan ama gerçekten severim kurtları yani. Övünülecek bir şey değil ama soyadımın Bozkurt olmasını da bu yüzden severim yani hani o hayvanı sevdiğim için severim. Olmasını severim. Soyadımın öyle olmasını severim. Soyadımı severimden ziyade. O durum hoşuma gider. Çünkü her ismini söylediğimde o hayvan aklıma gelir ve o hayvanı sevdiğim için saçma sapan bir hoşuma gider. Yani şu güzelliğe bak ya. O şeydeki ayna değil mi? O aynalardan falan göründüğü gibi ayna şeysi. I'm sorry. Aha. Big Bad Wall. Hadi bakalım. Gideyim de giyineyim. Oyunun kısmı biraz aha. Hello honey bunny. A silver bullet. Gümüş kurşun başarımı kazandık. Yüzleşmeye geldik artık.
Hello, Bigby.
5'i gidebilecek mi?
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially designed. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial.
Bu adamı öldürürsem
Can we
pamuğu
at least agree
kaybedeceğim.
on that? I will have a trial.
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Bullshit. I already talked to Georgie. I know you ordered their deaths.
Mr. Porgy is mistaken, I assure you. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero? Because those are two very different things. You're smart, I'll admit that. So what I just don't understand is why you're here. I mean, you want to catch your killer, right? Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not...
Bu adamı zannediyorum oyun şeye götürecek bizi. Yani bu adamı öldür, hiçbir şey öğreneme ama gazımızı atalım. İntikamımızı alalım. İntikamlarını alalım. Bunu istiyor muyum? Şu andaki sinir, duygu, beni oyunun içine çektiği duygu, durumu, evet. Hiçbir yere gitmiyorsundan sonra büyük olasılıkla belki de yanılıyorumdur ama yani hani bir saldırı, bir öldürme gerçekleşir belki de. Ama diğerinde açıklama olacak. Şimdi bir, pamuğu kaybetmek istemiyorum. Büyük olasılıkla öldürürsek pamuğu kaybedeceğim. Surat asacak bilmem ne falan filan. Surat asacak da bayağı küçük bir tepki oldu ama yani hani pamuğu kaybetme olsun. İkinci, pamuğu da bir kenara koydum. Gerçekten neden merak ediyorum ve gerçekten bir nedeni var mıydı? Yani ne neden olursa olsun o kadınların öldürülmesinin bir karşı olacağını zannetmiyorum. Hani çok fantastik düşüneyim hadi. Çok fantastikçe değil de hani ne bileyim o kadınlar gerçekten kötüdür. Başkalarını öldürüyordur da sallıyorum şu anda. Çok basit ve kabaca sallıyorum. Başkalarının ölümüne sebep oluyordur da o yüzden öldürüldüler falan filansa belki bir ha falan diyebilirsin ama hiçbir sebep kadınların öldürülmesine tamam diyebileceğimiz bir şey değil diye düşünüyorum şu anda ama bize öyle bir şey verebilir ki oyun, adam ve bunu gerçekten merak ediyorum. O yüzden bu adamı öldürmeyip götürmeyi planlıyorum şimdi ama ilerleyen dakikalarda ne olur gerçekten bilmiyorum. Gerçekten bilmiyorum. Hep beraber bakacağız. Hadi bakalım.
Dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous
Pamuğu öldürmesin lan
interactions
bu.
have gone rather well.
Neyse
All
hadi gidelim
right,
ya.
let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Ne dedi ki? Al şu silahı.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Son sigaram. My last cigarette.
I know,
Şeyini
I know.
aldık.
But we have to do something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing
Are
happening?
we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Tükürmekte.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
It's nothing, I'm fine.
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You murderer!
My you killed Lily!
She was my
Where the
sister.
fuck do you get
What
off?
about Faith?
You think you have the right to
did
just do this to
everything you
people?
said.
You're a fucking crook!
This. You should be
Fucking
ashamed.
shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder
As
of
I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is
Söyle
he?
abi.
I killed him. He's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
Bölme.
Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
Everyone just shut up for a minute. You wanted a chance to talk,
bunun
well,
için
go
öldürmedin de
ahead.
konuşsun
We all know
yani.
he's guilty. What the fuck does he need to speak for?
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He
once.
has always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this happened. Maybe I should have kept an eye on him. But can you really blame me for what happened?
Of course we can. Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Helpful isn't the word I would use.
My comrades are another matter, and I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
Kalabalık.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people, use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
You're not serious. I know what you do to people. I've seen it firsthand. What you did to Faith, the way you manipulated her. Do you really think any of those girls were free? Do you really think Faith wanted
to— I'm sorry,
to—
Lawrence. I'm sorry that your wife came to me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my best judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but
Was
Kesinlikle bu adamın söylediği şeylere katılmıyorum. Bu vicdani bir tefecilik. Yani işte hükümetini sizi bıraktı da size ben sahip çıktım da bilmem tamam güzel bir şey yapmışsın gibi görünüyor ama işte bedelleri çok ağır. Yani daha kabaca anlatmak gerekirse vicdani tefecilik dediğim o. Birinden 1 lira borç alırsınız ama 10 lira ödediğinizde dahi o borç bitmez ya hani hep faize sayılır ya bunun gibi bir şey bu vicdani hani vicdanen minnet duygusu yarattırıp ondan sonra istediği her şeyi yaptırıyor ve bu belli bir süreden sonra öyle bir noktaya geliyor ki artık ne dese tamam ya haklı bilmem ne öyle dedi öyle yapmak durumundaydık falan filana dönüyor iş yani kesinlikle katılmıyorum. Şu anda bir mevzu şu anda bitecekse yani ekstra bir açıklama getirip de ha dedirtmeyecekse ve bir öldür seçeneği falan getirse direkt öldürürüm yani. Direkt.
I?
We didn't abandon anyone. We've been trying to help them.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
What?
you burned it down?
You see?
Why would you
Duruş
do that?
sergilememiz. Ah be.
Snow?
She was helping people glamour themselves as other fables. We couldn't let that continue.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Evet, başınızı belaya biz sokmadık yani.
We didn't get you into this situation. He did.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish who's responsible.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murder.
was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
So, are we done?
You won't be able to talk your way out of this, crooked man.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you going with this?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man,
That don't make him a murderer.
doesn't it?
What happened with Tweedledum wasn't
Tamam,
Snow...
şimdi çok mantıklı ama yani şu anda demagoji yapıyor yani çok yani işte bulandırıyor ortalığı. Yani sen azmettirensin abi yani hani
fault. If you all want to blame someone,
direkt
blame
olmasa
me.
bile tamam direkt olmasa bile azmettiren yani yavaş yavaş ince ince.
She had nothing to do with it.
Bigby and I
Evet,
have
doğru.
already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have I
internally.
heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
Snow had nothing to do with it. We all thought she was dead.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
Ne diyeceğimi bilemedim, manladım ya.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to...
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me,
Okumadım ya.
who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Aha işte bundan
Who
bahsediyorum
will
abi işte.
dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
whether-
up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian killed herself back at the Pudding and Pie.
I'm sorry, I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie!
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
And this just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been
I
enough
don't get
bloodshed
it.
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not?
What about a vote?
What do you think this is?
Everyone, calm down.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow,
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff.
Ne yapalım? İçimden geçen kafasını koparmak, onu çok net söyleyeyim. Yani hatta bunu yapsak bile yürek soğutmayacak ama bu medeni bir davranış mıdır? Değildir. Ve herkesin göz önünde bunu yapmak. Kuyudan aşağı atmak, yine herkesin gözünün önünde bunu yapmak olur. kilitlemek, hapse atmak. Yani hangisi daha büyük bir cezadır? Ölenler geri gelmeyecek. Kilitlersek bu adam yaşayacak ama yaşarsa nefret ettiği, acı çektiği bir hayat olacak. Bu bir cezadır. Yani bir yerde kilitli kalacak işte. Kaçarsak bilmiyorum, kaçma durumuna girmez herhalde. Girdi oyun da hani bunu görmeyiz, bilmeyiz herhalde düşünüyorum. Ama ölürse de bir şey değişmeyecek ki. Ölenler geri gelmeyecek. Sadece şunu söyleyebilirim. Şu anda kararımı verdim ben. Ama niye verdiğimi söyleyeyim. Emir olarak vermiyorum bunu. Bigby olarak veriyorum. Ee, neden? Çünkü Bigby'nin pek affı olan bir adam değil kötülere karşı ya da işte hadsizliklere ve kötülüklere karşı. En azından biz böyle oynadık buraya kadar. İşte yani pamuğa bile hakaret eden adamın kolunu kopardık. Bilmem ne falan filan. O yüzden. Bunun kararını vermek gerçekten çok zor. Ama emir olarak verdiğim bir karar değil bu. Bigby'nin karakterine büründük ve Bigby olduk. Bigby olsaydık ne olurduk? Bigby olsaydı bunu yapardı.
Everyone, I'm
Not this way.
Aha bak. Al işte. Al bekliyordum yani.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep. You're going to miss me.
no, I won't.
What are you? Sheriff, don't!
Oh my god!
Tamam, bunu hatırlayacağını biliyordum.
For Lily and Faith.
Evet,
Yes.
herkesten korktum.
Another one of us to erase
Harika
from
oldu.
the books.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
Göz teması mı kurmuyorsun benimle?
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this.
Ya bunu yapma bana ya.
We'll talk later, okay?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
Biraz zamanımız açık ama herhalde bitiyor. O yüzden bitiremiyorum da hani bir bölüm daha çekip onun 10 dakikalık bir bölüm olmasını da istemiyorum. Bu 10 dakika fazla olsun diye düşünüyorum. Umarım yanılmıyorumdur. Umarım şimdi hayır.
Jesus.
Neyse bu da son bölüm 1 saat gibi olur falan en fazla.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Saat olacak da.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Sorry about all this. I tried to help.
Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her, she was nice. So
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, 'cause when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
I'm sorry, TJ. But, look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Monday seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves.
So you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ.
Hey, Bigby. Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig? Right, that's what I thought.
Saying goodbye?
Hayat gibi oyunmuş. Hiç hayat gibi
Hi.
değil ama hayat gibi oyunmuş yani. Evet.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Ne denir?
Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
Here.
Thank you. I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her.
Why would you do that?
I couldn't think of any other way to get your attention.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Snow doesn't really need me.
I'm sure that's not true. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
No. It doesn't matter what I do. In the end, it's all the same shit it always was.
You're wrong. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Ne oluyor be? Yazıları da hızlı okuyamadığımda bir şey keşfettim.
Wolf.
Bittik. Şimdi suçlu kızdı değil mi yani? Orayı atladım ben. Yazılar o kadar hızlı gitti ki tekrardan izleyeceğim. Kayda koyduktan sonra falan. Ama efsanevi bir oyun oynadık. Sadece %14 kişi çarpık adamın kafasını koparmış ama biz tamamen şeydik yani hani e, Big B kafasıyla yaptım ben onu. Kendi duygularımı ya biraz kendi duygularım da kaşıyordu ama hani emir olarak böyle bir karar almazdım tabii. Hmm, Önce bir canlı tutmuşuz, sonra kafasını koparmışız. %68 öldürmüş, acısına son vermiş Georgie'nin. Bizim yaptığımız son What were your last words? 107.8'miş son. İşte peşinden gitme muhabbeti herhalde. Neyse. Enteresan. Özel istatistikler. Bu neymiş? Çirkin. Dışarıda güzeli gördüğü konusu ona yalan. Ha bunlar tamam. Bu oyun içerisinde yaptıklarımız. Onu öldürdün. Evet şöyle bir şey yaptık hakikaten. Neyse bugün bu oyunu bitirebildim. Çok sevdim oyunu ama kafamın karıştığı birkaç yer var. İzleyip ben döneceğim çünkü yazıları okumuyorum. Bir yandan başka bir şey düşünüyorum. Bir yandan falan filan bilmem ne ıvır zıvır. Zamanımızı çok fazla açtık ben sırf şu bölüm bitireyim diye. Zannediyorum bir bonus bölüm çekerim masallar için. Arslan Soy'a söz verdiğim için ve hani siz de belki okumak istersiniz diye. Ekstradan bir bonus bölüm çekerim 5-10 dakikalık. Ona da bakarsınız. Beni izlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederim arkadaşlar. Videoyu beğendiyseniz beğen tuşuna basarsanız şahane olur. Hala kanala abone olmadıysanız abone olursanız çok süper bir şey yapmış olursunuz. Bir de bizden haberi olmayan ama bizden haberi olsa bizi izlemekten çok büyük keyif alacağını düşündüğünüz çevrenizde her kim varsa onları bizden haberdar edip bir de kanala abone olmalarını sağlarsanız muhteşem şeyler yapmış olursunuz bizim için. The Wolf Among Us'ın zannediyorum 13. bölümü. Episode 5'in ikisi bunu da zannediyorum. Her şeyden önce her şeyi bir kenara bırakırsak The Wolf Among Us bitti. Kendinize çok iyi bakın arkadaşlar. Beni izlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederim. Bay bay.